Welcome everybody to Forza Horizon 3, and today we're taking a look at the 2015 Jaguar XES. Now this car began production in 2015 and is the first compact executive car from Jaguar since the 2009 model year X-Type. There are three choices of engine size, or engines, two of which are a 2-litre inline-4 engine, but one's a petrol and one's a diesel. This however has the 3-litre supercharged V6 engine, which produces 340 horsepower and 332 pounds-feet of torque, which is pretty decent, quite frankly. Though it is about 40 less than the F-Pace S that this engine is also in, but you know, that's a bigger car with more weight to go for it, so yeah, that generally does need more power. There are also two transmissions available for this car, though only the 6-speed manual is available on the diesel engines. All the petrol engines have to have the 8-speed automatic, which this car has. And yeah, there is also an all-wheel drive version of this car around, but this is a rear-wheel drive version only. And yeah, it's a pretty spacious car, a sizable boot, decent enough rear leg room, and the front interior is pretty good as well. I like the leather on it. There's plenty of clear dials, and yeah, it's very minimalist, but everything that you could ever hope for on a modern day car is there. So yeah, all good in that front. And yeah, there's also a 5-litre supercharged V8 planned as well in the works. So yeah, that's to look forward to. But since this is a sporty saloon, there's only really one place where to find this car out about, and that is on the circuit. So we're going to take it out there and see what it can do. So see you when we get there. Right, let's see what this Jag can do. So yeah, even though this car does have a decent engine, etc., don't go expecting it to be the quickest saloon car on the game, because yeah, it's only supposed to be competing in the likes of the BMW 3 Series, for instance. So middle of the road kind of cars, nothing from the likes of Merc E-classes or M5s or anything like that. So yeah, if you think this car's a bit down on power, then wait for the 5-litre supercharged V8, because that car is going to have a hell of a lot of power going for it, no doubt. Reports are saying that it's going to have around 490 horsepower, which, considering it won't weigh almost that much more than this car, should make it a great car. But this still has plenty of decent power, which is shown in the acceleration times, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, 0 to 111.5 seconds, and it will go to a top speed of 194 miles an hour, though it's technically been said that it's limited at 155, though Forza rates at 194, which is still pretty good. Certainly means it gets the most out of that 8-speed auto that it's got going for it. So yeah, handling wise it's good as well, even though it's only the rear wheel drive version. Thanks to the fact it has double wishbone suspension at the front and multi-link suspension at the rear, it does handle really well. It holds its drifts around the corners really well. No trouble whatsoever in handling the power. And as you can see, it does like to get its rear end out, which makes it a really rather fun car. Because it doesn't weigh all that much, it's able to handle that weight and keep it right on the limit, and then easy to pull it back from the brink. So yeah, in general I do like this car. I generally like the look, so I'm not a massive fan of the rear end. It does look a bit like an Audi to me, and Audis of late haven't looked the greatest, especially the saloon cars. But yeah, in terms of how it drives and the engine, etc., it's really rather solid. And but to me, in terms of the cars in the car park, it's my least favourite. And it's certainly not the kind of Jaguar I would personally request, just because it's a little bit too much on the average side. There's nothing amazingly special about it. But I am looking forward to that V8 version, which should be really good. Because, like I said, it's not going to weigh all that much more than this, because V8 doesn't weigh all that much more than a V6. So that should be the car that, you know, gets the full potential out of this chassis and suspension, etc. So yeah, looking forward to that. But judging from this, that V8 will be a good car, and this is a solid one on its own right. It's just a little bit too average for me, but it's selling well, and I'm glad, because Jaguar, I don't want them to go anywhere, and as long as this does well, then that means that they can do other cars that are even better. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.